What's up? Hey, Sekou. This is the Be Your Own Hero show. And today is Tip Tuesday. It's the 67th episode on September 7th. And I think I'm going to get right into it. I think that's enough of an intro. I think I just got to get into it because there's so much on my mind. I don't even know what's about to happen because there's so much in my mind, and I was trying to get it all down and outline, and it didn't work out. So I don't know what's going to come out, but there is a lot of information swimming around in my head. Yeah, I was up pretty much all last night just staring at the ceiling. There's a lot going on. So let me break this out into parts. So what I think I'm going to do with Tip Tuesday is talk about it in 3 sections. So number 1, mindset. So I'm going to read you a quote. All right. So here's the quote. It is easy. Wait, before I read the quote, it is important to shift your mindset about money. Because what I find is it's easy to skip over that part. It's easy to just think about, well, I want to get the money. Let's figure out the money. But you have to shift your mindset. Otherwise, none of the rest of it works. You got to shift your mindset. Okay, back to the quote. It is easy to understand that the nearer we live to the source of wealth, the more wealth we shall receive. And it is easy also to understand that the soul that is always grateful lives in closer touch with God than the one which never looks to him in thankful acknowledgement. The more gratefully we fix our minds on the divine when good things come to us, the more good things we will receive. Okay, what am I quoting? I am quoting my own podcast, Get Rich 101. Get on it. Get on it. It's all about mindset. Whatever you think my podcast is, it ain't that. That is a quote from the podcast. So check out the podcast. It's available on all the podcasting platforms. It's free. And it's all about the mindset around wealth. Get on it. Okay. So I'm gonna move on because I got a lot in my head again that I want to get out. So next thing I'm going to talk about, well, section 2, let's call it, is stock. Section 2 is stock. Section 1 was mindset. Section 2 is stock. I want to paraphrase a quote from Warren Buffett. Warren is a thug. Don't let that little smile fool you. He's a thug. This is what he said. He said, diversification is a hedge against stupidity. Warren's a thug. What? And that's what we were raised on, right? Diversify. He said it's a hedge against stupidity. Wow. So basically, he's saying, no, don't guess. No. So it's been working on me for a while. That quote of his has been working on me. So in order to know, you've got to study, sure. But also, you've got to make some decisions. Because once you start talking about not just kind of splashing around in the pool, because I don't know about you, but since I got in the stock market during the pandemic, I've been splashing around. I've been so excited about all the things that can be purchased. I was like, oh, let me get some of this. Let me get some of that. Let me get some of this. Oh, let's get some of that. Right? So I've been splashing around. But Warren Buffett is talking about no. Don't just put a little bit of money on a bunch of different things. Know what you're doing. So that makes you have to make a decision. So one of the first decisions you have to make is have a goal. And getting rich is not enough of a goal. That's not specific enough. You have to choose something specific. You have to say something like you want to increase your net worth, or you want to create another source of revenue of X amount per year, or you want to make enough in the stock market to pay off this bill. Like, you have to have a goal, because the goal will order your movements. And then as I thought about that for me, it automatically started ordering my movements. It automatically made me rethink about my little twos and fews in terms of stock purchases, which led me to think about what sector should I focus on. Now, obviously, I've been focused on automotive for obvious reasons. I'm focused on automotive because I have anecdotal knowledge about that field. I've talked about it here quite a bit. Like that makes sense. And I've dabbled here and there, as I just said, but mainly I've been focusing on automotive. But that my goal, I've decided, and I've said this before, maybe I didn't say this specifically, but my goal, I think, is net worth, increasing my net worth. So in terms of that, need to be looking for things that move a little more quickly than average, right? I'm not talking about, my goal isn't retirement. My goal is net worth now. So that made me think about the different sectors. That made me think about what sectors do I know? What sectors do I believe in? So I believe, for example, in self-driving cars. That is going to happen in our lifetime. Again, I have anecdotal knowledge inside the automotive industry. That's happening fast. And I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's coming online quickly. So that's one of the things I was thinking about investing in. Also, cashless society. That's also happening fast. That was very much pushed by the pandemic because it's touchless. Cashless society is coming online fast. It also made me think about cryptocurrency. So that's three things that it made me think about, three sectors that I thought about, thinking more specifically about investing in those sectors to reach my goal of increasing net worth. So that dovetailed with a question that somebody put in the chat last week. Is it too late to invest in crypto? Okay. So here's where it gets interesting. So as I was thinking about that and researching the answer to is it too late, I started having to ask different questions. Because we ask the same questions about crypto. I'm including you out there watching now. I assume that your questions about crypto are the same as mine. Like, what is it though? How does it work? Mm-mm. No, wrong questions. Wrong questions. So as I've been going down the rabbit hole, I've been asking different questions. So one of the questions I asked was, how big is it now? Because the way I was thinking about it was, it's something that's going to happen soon come. So for the first time, I asked, how big is it now? Okay, it's already done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know another way to put it. The way I feel about it, once I answered that question for myself, how big is it now? Like, it's already happened. It's not happening. It's already happened. I felt the same way about Tesla. When I finally got into Tesla, and I was late to get into Tesla because I was like, how different could it be? I'm in the car industry. I'm test driving cars all the time. They're the highest end cars. I know what it's going to be like. I was wrong. When I got into Tesla, I was like, wait a minute now. This is an entirely different planet. It's an entirely different solar system. There's no way the other car companies can catch up. I don't think so. It's an entirely different thing. So I have the same kind of feeling, like it's already done. Like they've already pulled way far away from everyone else. I have the same feeling about cryptocurrency now that I asked, I think, the right question, which is how big is it now? So I'm gonna skip to the punchline. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna skip to the punchline. I'm gonna keep teasing it out because it's incredible. So the GDP of Switzerland, one of the second wealthiest country, is $800 billion. Second wealthiest after Luxembourg. And they're very close. 800 billion. Remember that number. Right now, cryptocurrency as a whole, including Bitcoin and all the other alternative coins called altcoins, right now, it's at 2 trillion. 2 trillion. What? It's bigger than the GDP of Switzerland. What? I think it's bigger than the current national debt of the United States. What? It is massive. There are 300 million users of crypto. And I know it doesn't seem like it because we're not running in circles where people are talking about crypto, but think globally, 300 million users. The market cap for Bitcoin alone is $400 billion. 400 billion. That's half of the GDP of Switzerland by itself, just Bitcoin. So that has really shaken me up. Like, this is new information for me, and it is shocking. It is shocking. It's already happened. That's how I see it. It's already happened. I feel like the rest of the world is catching up to something that has already happened. There has already been a separate financial system created, separate from our financial system, separate and big, massive. So I feel like now it's a matter of us tapping in. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. You should take whatever I say with a grain of salt. I'm figuring out as I go. But how I feel about it is, for me, is I feel like this is something I need to tap in ASAP. Now, thankfully, I already put a couple $5 here and there. But I think now I need to be focused about it because I didn't realize how big it was. And to circle finally back to the question, is it too late? No, it's not, but it's about to be. Because with see, so many things to say, because essentially, cryptocurrency is a tech play. It's technology. And when have you known technology to not go the distance? Like, you remember when you thought smartphones weren't going to go anywhere, right? You remember, like, even before that, you remember when only rich people had cell phones? And then everybody had a phone, but smartphones were like way out there. Now everybody has a smartphone, right? If you had been able to buy in on smartphone technology before smartphones were in everybody's hand, you'd be doing all right. Same thing with the internet. You remember when the internet was, kind of coming online, but it just seemed like something far off in the distance. And now it's everywhere. Again, if you had been able to buy in at the beginning of that, you'd be all right now, right? I feel the same way about crypto, especially now knowing how big it is. What? Okay. So, sorry, back on track. So with any technology play, there are the innovators, the people who created it. They invest first. Like, who knows how much stock Elon has in Tesla? He's one of the innovators. Right after that, there's the early adopters. The early adopters are people who know the industry. They've been studying it all their life, whatever that industry is. And they're like, hey, I see where this is going. And they get in immediately. And then there's the early majority, right? The people who kind of listen to the wind rustling through the leaves, read the tea leaves, and see how things are moving and get in then. So that's where we are. We're in that early majority space. After that is the late majority, and after that is what's called the laggards, which means they're basically too late. So we're still in that space of early majority. So I would suggest, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would suggest over the next week, you tune in, use your reticular activating system to tune into cryptocurrency. Don't block it out as you have before. This week, anything you hear about cryptocurrency, pay close attention to it because things are happening. I've been Googling things all night, all morning, and it is staggering what's happening fast. So I made some moves in my portfolio around 3 o'clock in the morning. I did. I made some moves. I'm not telling you what my moves are because I did that early on, and then people would like get really upset about, oh, you told me to get this, and that doesn't look like this. I can't get involved in that. But seriously, for the next week, pay attention to cryptocurrency. That's all. Just listen. Are you still there? I feel like I froze. Is it back? I think it's back. Okay. So I'm going to do a commercial break. I'm going to do a shout out, and then I got to go get ready for Sip with Brett Melissa. I knew I was going to run long. So let me do this quick elevator music commercial break. Okay, so shout out to Nan, shout out to Tim, shout out to Rev Mel's mom. So uh, thank all of you for coming and watching me live. I appreciate it. And so my quick shout out, because I'm already over time, is to my baby cousin Morgan. You guys know her if you've been watching the show for a while. You saw her be interviewed by Rev Melissa on her show. Here she is right here. That's my baby cousin Morgan. Well, I can't call her baby anymore. She just turned 16 yesterday. So shout out to Morgan. And by the way, these are my sickle cell warrior hero hoodies that were created for Morgan. She is Sickle Cell Warrior 6. That's what she calls herself. She advocates on behalf of sickle cell anemia, raising awareness about sickle cell anemia. And this is my charity item. So all of the proceeds from any of my Sickle Cell Warrior hoodies go directly to Morgan for anything she might need. Also, she is on Cash App, so you can send her a donation directly. She's also on TikTok. This is her TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, or you know somebody who is on TikTok, please tell them to follow Morgan at Sickle Cell Warrior 6. And Morgan's Cash App is right here. It's just Sapphire with 2 X's in front of it, because Sapphire was taken on Cash App. So yeah, shout out to Morgan. Happy birthday. And I hope I'll be able to send you some more money soon from sales of the Sickle Cell Warrior Hero hoodie. All right, so I'm already over time, so I'm gonna close out quickly and go get ready for Sit with Rev Melissa. I've got so much to say about the money thing, though. I think I may have, this was Rev Mel's idea, but I think I may have to create a separate thing. I don't think I can just do one day a week on Tip Tuesday anymore. I think I have to create something that happens on the weekend, like some weekend warrior Tip Tuesday. So if you're interested in that, drop it in the chat. Let me know, because I think this is something that we need to talk about ongoing. All right, so I'm going to close out and go get ready for Sit with Rev Melissa. Until I see you again, keep doing, be a hero, be your own hero, most important. And remember that now, right now, is better than perfect. Later.